In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can install R and RStudio onto a personal computer. So R is a programming language that we're going to be using in the course this semester. I'll talk a little bit more about R and coding in general in the next video. So this is just going to be focusing on one particular option for how you might choose to code with R. The other option is to use Posit Cloud and to use the web-based account. So reasons that you might choose to install on a personal computer would be that you plan to use R a lot more, whether in this semester or perhaps in a future semester. So the limitation of Posit Cloud is that you do only get 25 hours a month free. You can only create 25 projects. After that, you do have to pay a monthly fee for a subscription if you plan to keep using it beyond that. Or if you just like coding in general, you just want to go ahead and try installing it on your personal computer and link it to the files, like your file directory on your computer. Maybe you just kind of like to do that. But otherwise, I'm guessing most folks are probably going to be very happy using RStudio Cloud. You can also collaborate a lot easier with RStudio Cloud if you have a partner. But either way, if you're interested in installing, I will walk through that process here. So first, we're going to install R. Think of R as like the engine. And then we're going to look at RStudio. That's going to be the dashboard. That's going to be the way that you interact with R. So I just Google searched install R. It takes me to the R project. You can click download R. That will ask you to choose a CRAN mirror. So basically, this is kind of like a location where you want to choose a location that's closest to where you typically are. That's going to affect things like how quickly your packages install if you install a package. So any of these, like Iowa State, Indiana University, University of Michigan, Washington, University of St. Louis, these are all probably pretty good options if you, like me, are in Illinois. I'm just going to choose Iowa State. It doesn't really matter, though. So if for any reason one of these isn't working, you can just try another one that's relatively close. So Iowa State. Now you can choose your operating system next. Most of you are probably on either a Mac or Windows machine. If you happen to be using a Linux operating system, you can follow that process. It's probably maybe like one or two of you at most, in which case you probably know what you're doing. But let's start with the Mac OS process. Most of you are probably going to choose this option right here. This would be for Apple Silicon operating systems. So, or I don't know if operating system is the right word. I think it's like your chip. But yeah, so if you're on Mac OS 11 or newer, that's also a requirement for this version as well. If you're not sure about that, you can click your Apple icon over here in the top left, click About This Mac, and then see what your operating system is and if you need to update. Okay, now if for any reason you're on an older Mac or you're not able to update to at least whatever version it says right here, you could try this version instead. So that's an option, but I'm guessing most of you are just going to be choosing this one. Once the installer opens, you can just follow the prompting. You can just choose the default options. I usually don't, so if it asks you if you want to put R on your desktop, I would ignore that because you're probably not going to be using base R. You're going to be using RStudio instead, so there's not really any reason to make that easy to find. Yeah, and if you're on a PC, it's basically the same process. You can click Install R for the first time. You'll download the installer, follow the pop-up window, kind of same options there. Okay, so once you have R installed on your computer, that's the engine. You can open R all by itself and code in the console, but more than likely you're going to find it helpful to have RStudio. RStudio is the dashboard. It's the way that you might choose to interact with R. Sometimes you hear it described as an IDE. It's an integrated development environment, meaning that it is created specifically to make coding with R a lot easier. Rather than having to just write and run code, you have a few other windows that are helpful. So you can click Download RStudio Desktop for whatever your version is. I think it will show you, it will automatically recognize your version, or you can search down here if you're looking for something specific. Again, follow the on-screen promptings. If you're on a MacBook, just keep in mind that there is going to be a step at the end where it wants you to drag the RStudio icon into your applications folder because it is an app. So make sure that you do that. Also, make sure that when you try to open it on your computer, you are opening it as an app. You're not trying to open the installer or something left over from the installation process. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I think that's really all that I have. I will make a quick word that R does update. So I think the version for R that I'm seeing right here is 4.4.2. That's going to change every few months. It's going to be a newer version. So you do not have to always have the latest version. You're probably going to go through a semester, and about halfway through the semester, you're going to get a notification when you try to say, use a package that like, oh, this package was written under R 4.4.2 or something, or maybe you try to install a new package and it's letting you know that the version package or the version of R that this package is from a newer version that's what's on your computer. That usually does not make a difference. That's probably not going to matter unless the package has substantially changed in the most recent version of R. So you can pretty safely ignore those warning messages. But in the future, obviously, if you want to update your R, after a few versions, you might want to go ahead and update your R as you need to. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, so also keep in mind RStudio also has versions. So I don't remember if it says, I think this might be the version right here. So RStudio does have updates as well once in a while. You honestly don't need to update your RStudio all that often either, but just keep in mind, you might choose to update that once in a while too when it prompts you. All right, that should be it.